depot is well guarded by the Red Hand. The Order has a stake in these docks.
What are you doing? You're supposed.
Seems like the complaints by the merchants never reached the council. Seized exotic wares. These are worth plenty. Something that could be on the Red Hand's agenda. Accumulating wealth. The sting of a needle. I'm on his trail. So, the dockmaster seizes cargo and resells it through merchants in the marketplace. The ones involved wear black cloths. I may be able to get their attention by showing some silver around the marketplace. Cavalcade Market. I'll flash some silver to the merchants. That should get their attention.
Trouble at the depot here. What do you mean, trouble? I don't know for sure. The Needle is calling for more protection.
Hear me, friend. I have a haul of silver that will sink my ship. Can you help me spend it?
Keep it down, would you? You'll get yourself killed flaunting like that, especially around here.
What good is a market if I cannot sniff around its stalls eager to spend my gains?
You want to let go of your silver? Try the narrow alleys. Now be gone!
The Needle is calling for more protection. Meet me here at night. We will go see him together.
Those guards will return after dark. I might be able to follow them to the Needle.
We will go one by one, and if any of these peddlers gives you a hard time, remind them just who it is they work
Rispurinn skal dagþinga við óðina vegna systur. Annars brjóðum ég þér nú á.
Key. Where to? I hear this marketplace sees its fair share of silver pass through. I have something that may interest you.
You will want to speak to Grigori.
The Dark Master?
Sorry, who are you?
Someone who wants to do business. With Grigory.
I don't know your face, and I've said too much already. Please, go.
Psst. Psst. Did I hear you talking about silver?
I'm looking to spend a large sum, not fork it over to some street beggar.
Oi! I'm no beggar, you dolt. I'm with the big dogs.
You mean the Needle?
You have something he wants. If you truly want to make a trade, head to the statue near the East Gate.
I shall. Watch yourself around here, young one.
Oh, me? Ha! Please. I've a bigger sword than the lot of them.
Have you any wine for sale? There's nary a drop in town.
Sorry. All the wine's been bought up for the old-type beast.
Show me. Empty car. Empty cars. And a black cloth marking the house. This is the place. Locked. Hiding among the rats, Needle. Fitting. The guards here are vigilant. The sound of metal. A workshop in the sewers. What is the Needle's operation? All this silverware, some still in their crates. Has this all been seized as well? They're melting the silver into bars and coins. What do they plan on doing with it? All this silver. It is being minted into coins. I'm not surprised to find you creeping down here.
You don't belong down here!
We run a clean dock in Jorvik. I believe those were your words. And yet here I find you swimming in silver from all the wares you've seized. Are you the Needle, or just another of his pawns?
You have it all wrong. The fabric of this world has been used up, torn, shredded, you see. Someone must be there to stitch it back together. Someone with a firm yet steady hand, who can thread the needle. Someone like me.
You are a shit poet, but at least my question is answered.
Yes, well, we all have our weaknesses. Yours appears to be the iron between us.
Think your men are going to stop me?
I would not undermine them so. The Red Hand are loyal to our cause, which is more than I can say for the merchants. Make it quick! Meet me in the marketplace when you are done.
Fresh game, you hunt. Go! Don't let this one escape!
Please, no, I can explain. Mercy!
I am well versed in spouting excuses of bottom feeders like you.
Come, come. Walk with me. It is good to walk.
Gregory,
Good to take in the air. The sights, the sounds, the smells.
please. Gregory, I didn't think you'd mind. It was just a few coins.
Shh. I understand. It's not your fault. It was mine for thinking you had anything but empty air between your ears.
With all the silver I've given you, I have nothing left to feed my children, let alone myself. Please, understand. Oh, dear God.
Merchants of Jorvik, I promised you a future rife with opportunity. And what was the one thing I asked in return? Do you remember?
Loyalty.
Loyalty! Let this serve as a lesson, should any of you think it a good idea to threaten my operation.
This area is off limits.
I do the thinking, you do as you're told. It's funny. As a child, I thought of snow as the tears of God, frozen by our sins. Weak with hunger, I stared into the sky, hoping it was me he wept for. Me he sought to save. But God did not save me. The vault did. He took me to a fine house, gave me hearty meals, a warm bed. For the first time, someone extended a hand, showed me kindness, compassion. And it was then that I made a vow. I vowed to never turn my back on he who was there for me when God was not.
So you served the Vault, knowing full well what he was a part of.
The Order made our paths intersect. I owed them a debt, and I repaid it by saving this city from its own destruction.
A life debt is a strong motivator. It took hold of this one's Hugad, drove it, and never let go. Yet not with the same compassion you were shown. Too many have suffered by your hand in pursuit of this course.
You're right. Perhaps I deserve this death. But I am but one cog in a large wheel. One that still turns unhindered.
Not for long. Where you have gone, there will be no tears waiting for you.
What news do you bring?
The needle will never sting again.
Well done, Eivor. Who was hiding behind the name?
My love, there has been an attack at the markets. The dockmaster, Grigory, is dead.
The needle. Sold off the wares he seized to collect silver for the vault.
He had no such authority. Why would anyone believe him?
The council seal. That rat.
This is getting out of hand. How he was able to obtain this is concerning. I must return and prepare for the Yuletide feast, but I will do so with a bent ear and a keen eye. Be safe.
A valuable seal. And a riddle. One of the four is ours. One of the four. Risie, Falavith, Odin, and...
You're the four members of the council.
We should search their offices now, while they're occupied with the Yuletide feast.
Yes. Yes. Come, to the archives.
Could I have missed something?
We will find out soon enough. Come on!
Lo servicio is...
The room to the left. That is where the council will confer.
A wax seal. Similar to the one I found in the sewers.
The seal you took from the Needle's hand. You don't think someone could have stolen it?
Let's keep searching. I have seen these. Weapons and supplies. Enough for a small group of fighters.
Hardly enough for Halfdan's army.
Could be why Faravid is pressing the council for more silver. A list. What Jorvik needs for the Yuletide feast.
That is Aldon's handwriting.
Items have been struck out. Where did he find the funds to make this large a purchase?
Aldon is a well-connected man.
This desk. It looks as though it's been moved here.
That's yours, desk.
It is loaded with silver. Scratch marks on the floor.
Yours desk used to be against the other wall.
So why the change?
A hidden entrance. Where does this lead?
Guard the door. There was wine here. Whoever moved it did so in a hurry. A load of wine was removed from here, and the room smells of almonds. It may be the wine was poisoned.
It is likely the wine for the Yuletide feast. Do you think one of the council means to kill someone?
It looks that way.
It is not him, not Major. He would never do this. He...
Keep your focus. Once we have all the facts, then we can worry about Hjor. Right now, we need to get to the Yuletide feast. The people are in danger.
You're right. The Roman amphitheater. Let us go.
Do you see the wine?
No.
Then there's still time.
The entire council is here. Any one of them could be the vault.
I need you to keep an eye out for the wine. I will speak to each of the council members, see if I can trap them in a lie.
Even Hjor?
Even Hjor. If he is the vault, I will not allow him to kill all these people. Lufina.
I heard you. Just grant me one thing. Confer with me before you make your move.
I will. Now to speak to the council members. Speak. Faravid, a word if I may.
Ah, Drengr. If it's to join arms with me, the answer is yes. We can use someone like you against the Picts.
I may be courted, but I'm selective with whom I join. Are you a drinker?
Ha! If that is a challenge, I am up for it.
Very well. I'll return with some wine.
Wine? Come now, we will do this over ale. That will give us a good measure of who can better fight its lure.
We'll speak of the wine and watch for their reactions. That may lead me to the vault. Odun, it seems you have found the funds to go ahead with the feast after all. You must be elated.
That is putting it lightly. Look at it. I could not have asked for a better turnout. Soon the feast will begin. And these people will be given everything they deserve.
We should honor you. I will fetch us some wine.
No. I mustn't indulge. The wine is for the people of Jorvik. But when it arrives, do help yourself.
Alden has outdone himself.
He has indeed. The High Reeve of Jorvik has a bright future ahead if he keeps this up.
I will have the seal.
Hjor, who was that?
There you are. I was beginning to worry.
Worry not. We have tracked the vault here. He's someone on the council.
You are certain?
I am. Once I discover who, I will dig my blade into his heart and end this for good. Until then, it is important that I investigate without raising suspicion. I need your help.
Of course. What do you need me to do?
Drink yourself into a drunken fit.
What? Why?
I need a distraction. Keep their eyes off of me. The wine should arrive soon. Drink 3 full cups, then make a scene.
I can't be seen doing that. You'll have to find another way.
Just do it.
I'll have the silver ready in the coming days. Thank you.
Of course.
Riche,
Ah, come to join the feast, have you?
I have some bad news. The wine for the feast has spoiled.
Of course it has. Why would I expect differently? I'll have my men dump it. There may be more wine in my private stores. I'll send a man to retrieve it. Is there anything else?
That is all. Enjoy the feast.
I shall try.
Eivor, have you uncovered who the vault is?
I believe I have. Each of the council members has given me reason to suspect them. Some more than others.
Who is it you suspect?
Audun was the one pushing for the feast from the start. He planned it, which means he would have had access to the wine. And he was helping Abbess Ingeborg collect Christian texts. She turned out to be the firebrand.
Yes. Yes, you're right. And the wine?
Of all the councilmen, he knew the wine had not yet arrived. When I offered some, he flat out refused, insisting it be saved for the guests. For these reasons, I think Audun is the vault.
Brothers, sisters, dear friends, welcome all. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our honored guests. Here with me are some of Jorvik's most revered lords. Men and women who have kept Jorvik trudging through these harsh times. I am pleased to say that today, on the day we honor you, we honor as well the nobles to whom we are all so
The wine!
indebted.
Audun is the vault.
Too late for them. We must not miss our chance.
Join me now in celebrating their successes and yours. To everything you deserve and more.
Shit!
And now, deafened and blinded by lust for indulgence, your foolish pride, I will tell you just what nobility is. A death sentence. A new world of order is upon us. A pity none of you will live to see it.
Get the councilmen to safety. I will handle Audun. Go!
Protect the king!
Audun! There is no escape. No future for people like you. You won't escape!
Die! Round the side! Hurry!
What did you hope to gain with all this? What riches are worth so much misery and the deaths of honorable men and women?
Only a feeble mind would call them honorable. They are privileged, sedentary, complacent. They wasted their resources. I secured our power through wealth. I contributed to the future of a glorious order.
On the backs of honest people, merchants and priests and nobles alike.
Eivor, you are wrong. Held back by your primitive cosmology. 9 worlds in the tree? No. 9 times 9,000 worlds. And as many suns.
9 nights I hung in the tree, sacrificing myself to myself. So does the Wise One seek wisdom.
Countless spheres, awaiting our gift, our enlightenment.
I live in one world only. You live in none.
We're fine. Faravid and his cars escorted King Rishi back to the Royal Hall. Everyone is safe.
Let's regroup there.
Alden, that sniveling little shit. I don't care. I want answers.
Calm, Lord Rishia. Alden is dead.
That doesn't calm me. I wanted to rip the bastard's spine out myself. You want to calm me? Start talking.
Alden aligned himself to a secret group that was plotting to overtake Jorvik.
He had help from two others, Grigory the Dockmaster and Ingeborg the Abbess.
And you, Eivor? You were after these conspirators from the moment you arrived?
Yes, though I could not let it be known. This group can reach any person, permeate the walls of any city. Much like the worms of a spoiled apple, they would have eaten Jorvik from the inside out if we let them.
But you stopped that from happening. We owe you a debt of gratitude. You can be sure Halfdan Jarl will hear of this.
If the threat is gone, then you have my gratitude as well. I'm alive today, and so are many others because of you. I'd like to name you an honorary High Reeve of Jorvik, Eivor. Would you accept?
It has a nice sound to it. You honor me, Lord.
You have earned it.
Then if I may, a hoard of silver is left unaccounted for in the grottos beneath these streets.
That's right. Silver the Dockmaster was collecting.
What do you propose we do with it?
Without resources, Halfdan's army will perish against the Picts. I say we fund the war. Give Halfdan's men what they need to turn the tide. Future Danes and Saxons will thank us for it.
You will hear no argument from me.
Then it will be done. You will see that your army gets what they need. Come, Faravid. Help me secure this hoard. I could use a bloody walk.
We have a saying in Bjarmia. Only the dead get to complain.
And we're still living.
I could muster a few complaints about the king and the treasury, but I shall forbear. You did it, Eivor.
We did. It may be we were the recipe to keep Norway from Harald all along.
We still can be.
No. Norway is behind me now, and the rest of England ahead. That said, I must be going.
Wait. Should you ever need us, we will come.
One last thing. The silver on your desk, Hjor. It planted a seed of doubt in my mind. So I must know. What is it for?
I suppose I can forego the element of surprise. I hired a silversmith to craft a love token for Lufina. A Yuletide gift.
You sneak.
I will take my leave before you shame the throne.
Until our paths cross again, old friend.
In this world, or the next.
If you drop by Jorvik again, please join us for an ale. I know of a place down the street.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Discarded it!
It was not rubbish. I intended to...
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases, and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrolls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return?
Exactly. Yes.
All right, I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet! Let me speak. After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying, I
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men. I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, Jarl, no, that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
You see?
Of course, my Jarl. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Pleasure to see you, Eivor. I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you've seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
if it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
I have purged the Order of Ancients from Jorvik with Lufina and Hjor's aid. And should we ever need theirs, they will come.
You do this work well, Eivor. Is it a prelude to you joining the Hidden Ones?
I doubt it. Not enough glory in these back alley brawls.